How's it going, everybody? So I want to present you guys with, you could say, kind of like an on-the-spot video, although what I'm about to talk about here has been kind of weighing on my mind over the last day or so, basically ever since this situation had happened. Now, I want to make an outright disclaimer here and now to say that this is not meant to direct hate towards anybody, but this is more or less meant to kind of address a situation and more or less kind of give my side of things. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's proceed with the main point. So for those of you guys that don't know what's going on, allow me to fill you guys in with a little bit of context as to what the situation is and how this whole thing started. So it was about a day or so ago that I had seen a video from a certain YouTuber, and I'm not talking about, you know, the certain YouTuber that we've spoken about before on the channel. Oh, hell no, believe me, like, we actually have ourselves a little bit of an entanglement with this individual. Surprise, surprise, I'm just like, damn, man, like, how the hell did this happen, you know? And it was all over a valid criticism and looking for clarification, too. So there was a video that I watched, and as you can see right here on the screen, there is the title, and in the title, it says, I lost a shiny Dratini. Now, when it comes to something like that, and when you actually see the thumbnail as well, you're probably thinking, oh man, like, did a shiny Dratini actually run away in this video? Like, you know, let's check it out, let's click on it, let's see what happened. So anyways, I go to watch the video, right? And the thing is, you know, I watched the whole video. In fact, I actually watched it over a few times just to make sure that I didn't overlook anything, that, you know, perhaps I didn't miss anything, or, you know, something basically like that. Like, I wanted to make sure that what I seen in the video was 100% what I had seen and that I didn't misinterpret anything. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it gets a little bit it gets petty from here. So I want you guys to bear in mind that this is the very, very first time ever that I have interacted with this person. You know, I've seen a few of their videos, and the thing is that, like, you know, what I seen on screen, you know, it appeared that this individual was, like, very, very nice. You know, she was, kind of like a happy-go-lucky and all that stuff, so I figured, you know what, it's like, you know, maybe she won't bite my head off if I was to make a comment and more or less ask for clarification, you know, give valid criticism. So with that said, guys, I want to present you guys with a few screenshots here, and just to kind of talk you guys through the screenshots one at a time and give you guys my thought process as this whole thing was breaking down. So on with the original comment, this is what I wrote. Allow me to zoom in for you guys a little bit here so that way it's easier to read. So I say, and I quote, "You say you encountered a shiny Dratini, then lost it, but then why was that part of the video cut out?" Now, the reason I had asked that was because what I was under the impression was that when I seen the thumbnail and then I seen the title, I was thinking, oh man, like, did she encounter a shiny and then it ran after it broke out of a ball or something like that? Like, that was what I was thinking, and I think I could probably speak for a few other people when I say that, you know, when I ask that, right? So I continue on by saying this. Also, there are articles on Reddit that suggest that a shiny Pokemon will remain shiny even after running away from it for the first time around. Now, the reason I say that statement right there is because from what I understood in the video the first time around was that she had clicked away from the shiny, and when she go to click back, the shiny all of a sudden wasn't there. Like, the shiny Pokemon, the shiny Dratini that she had clicked on suddenly wasn't shiny, and it was the same Dratini. That was what I was thinking, and that was the reason why I had made that statement right there. And I also continue on by saying, not trying to be rude, but when you say that you lost a shiny Dratini but don't show it in the video, it could come off as misleading to your audience, and no one wants that. Now, I say that with the purest intent, basically to, you could say, to a lesser extent, kind of be a little bit helpful, you know, because the thing is that there are a lot of people out there that will throw the accusations of clickbait this, clickbait that around, you know, and the thing is that, you know, I'm someone that doesn't like clickbait, you know, I don't like being clickbaited, you know, there's a lot of people out there that don't like being clickbaited, but sadly, those that clickbait, you know, they don't take that in consideration, so I'm just like, well, you know, I don't want to see that happen to this individual, you know, because, you know, she seems to make really good content, and I enjoyed some of her videos, right, but the thing is, this was one of the few videos I kind of had a complaint on, so that's why I voiced my complaint. And the thing is, I did it in a polite, yet you could say almost like a stern way, because, you know, just kind of being straightforward, right? I think being stern and being straightforward kind of are similar, you know, they kind of go hand in hand, not beating around the bush and no BSing and all that stuff. So I continue on by saying, it's in the title of the video, and your viewers likely hoped to see that in action when they clicked on the video. Just trying to call it as I see it without drama or hostility. Now, here's the thing, is that like I said, the full intent of this comment right here was not to incite drama, not to come off as hostile. So I want you guys to be honest with me. Like, was I being harsh in this comment? Because the thing is that I actually spoke to a few people personally about this, and I got them to ask to give me their honest-to-God opinions. No BS, you know, don't be afraid to hurt my feelings if I fucked up, things like that. And they said that I was more or less just trying to be helpful, that, you know, I wasn't being rude or anything like that. And the thing is that there's even someone that upvoted my comments, so, you know, clearly I'm not the only one that, you know, had these sort of things to say/think about. But here's the thing, is that, you know, it could have been left at that after a reply for clarification, because that's what this comment was all about, was more or less about clarification. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's move on to the second screenshot. Okay, so she surprisingly replied rather quick, and here's the thing, is that with what she was saying in, say, the first half of the comment, if it was left at that, I would have been like, you know what, cool beans, cool clams, you know, see you next video kind of thing, you know, thank you for clarifying that. And that's really all I wanted, was just clarification. But let's go ahead and let's zoom in here, and let me show you guys just how this thing starts to break down, okay? So, she says, and I quote, I shiny checked before I started recording, realizing it was shiny, so I fled and clicked again so I could get the sparkle animation on video. By the time I did that, it ended up being another Dratini spawn from the same lure. I know this because it had a different CP. Now, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that was the clarification I wanted, because the thing is, I wasn't really understanding, you know, what was going on, like why she, you know, had clicked away from the shiny and then went to click back on the same Dratini for it to be, you know, a non-shiny Dratini, you know. I thought that something was a little bit fishy, right? So, like I said, you know, I just wanted clarification. Wasn't being rude, wasn't being malicious, none of that stuff. But then, here is the kicker. Here is where everything goes from 0 to 60 and goes everything just basically just starts breaking down like crazy. So, she says, no offense, but you should probably just keep your thoughts to yourself. I shouldn't even be explaining myself to you right now with a laughing emoji. Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and let me just ask you guys this. Did I say anything inappropriate here in the comment? Did I say anything that warranted a malicious response like that? Because, see, here's the thing, is that I could understand if I was being malicious, if I was, you know, using ad hominems, you know, name-calling, swearing, cursing, and, you know, just being outright rude and just abhorrent, you know, just using really inappropriate and crude language. I could more than understand, actually, you know, the statement of, but you should just probably keep your thoughts to yourself. But the thing is that it didn't exactly happen that way. No, the thing is, I was a commenter, a viewer, you know, giving a valid criticism and asking for clarification. But from that statement right there, it almost seems like that's a little bit fishy that she would respond so maliciously, and she would more or less say to me as a commenter that I should keep my thoughts to myself. So essentially that could come off as to say, hey, anybody that has something that is disagreeable with my video should just keep the thoughts to themselves. So, okay, I just want to point out right here, if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, and if you guys are here and now watching the video up until this very point and you're looking to be an aspiring YouTuber, this is a way that you shouldn't handle valid criticism, okay? This is something that you should not do. But, ladies and gentlemen, it gets more than that. So, let's go ahead to the next screenshot. Okay, so last screenshot here, ladies and gentlemen, is this. So, she actually ends up following up from her last comment and says this. My videos are about sharing my experience with everyone. That's completely fine. I mean, isn't that one of the reasons why we're on YouTube, is to share our experiences with our viewers? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, nor did I ever imply that there was anything wrong with that. This is the experience I caught on video. Like, sorry I didn't catch the shiny encounter on video. You don't have to apologize. It's just, like I said, I was just looking for clarification. I was looking for, the reason why it was cut out. Like, that was literally all I was asking. That was it, Nothing more. I wasn't looking for any sort of conflict or beef. Like I said, I watched some of your videos and, they're entertaining. They're fun. You're a great content creator. I just want to say that outright, It also continues on, by saying, I caught plenty more on video, as shown, which, by the way, I acknowledge that she's caught more than one shiny Dratini on there, which, like I said, is dope. It's a really good thing to watch because everybody loves shiny Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? But see, here's the thing, is that, again, we go from a 0 to 60 scenario. We go from hell in a handbasket right here. And it says this: comments like this annoy me so much. If you don't like the video, hit dislike and move on, please. I'm only human. Okay. So, if comments like this annoy you, where people are merely just giving you fair and balanced criticism and want clarification, then how is it that comments like that annoy you? It's not like we're out to get you or anything. I'm just thinking, it's like, why are you responding that way? Because that's usually the kind of response that you're given if someone's got something to hide. Now, I'm not saying that you have anything to hide, but I'm just saying, it's a little bit fishy that you suddenly get hyper defensive because I give a valid criticism and just want clarification. That's literally it, I swear to God, that's all there is to it, And here's the thing, is that, even more than that, if comments like this annoy you, like if you don't want to have people criticize you, then the simple thing to do would be to disable your comment section. But I don't think you want to do that because it's quite the, it's quite the unpopular and unfitting choice if you're looking to be an aspiring YouTuber. Never ever disable your comment section. That's just a little bit of advice I kind of want to give in general, not so much directed at you. Because you're a sizable YouTuber as is. You're the same size as I am, and that's really impressive. So she says, hit the dislike and move on, please. Well, I didn't dislike your video. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it. Just the thing is, I just had that one thing to say, that one valid criticism. That was it. And yeah, you're human. Did I say you weren't human? Did I make any implications to say that you're not human, that you're not allowed to make any mistakes? It's like, well, I don't think I said anything like that, nor did I make any implications of the sort, So I'm just kind of thinking, it's like, again, it goes back to the suspicion, where it's like you go from 0 to 60, and that's usually the kind of behavior that you get when someone is sketched out, when someone has something to hide. And again, not saying that you're like that, but I'm just saying it's like, well, it could come off that way. So I end up responding, and it dies off there, and I say, whoa, okay, hope I didn't hit a nerve with asking a question. And it seemed like that I hit a nerve by asking her that very question, by having that valid criticism. All I asked was for clarification and pointed out some things was all. As I said, wasn't trying to be hostile or cause drama. And that was it. That was literally all the interaction that there was. But see, I also kind of want to point out as well, and this wasn't just from testimony from a few other people that was made light of this comment, but the thing is I actually want to show you guys that my comment actually got removed, I did a little incognito search, and I typed in MegaCrasher, in the little word search bar. And as you're seeing right here, well, I'm going to show you guys the footage in a moment, my name and the comment is nowhere to be found. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so allow me to show you guys what I was saying just a moment ago. So we type in MegaCrasher, and it yields 0 out of 0 results, and well, you can see there is absolutely no trace in my comment whatsoever. And here's the thing, is that is also another way to get you flack on YouTube, is if you end up removing comments that essentially warrant no removal, especially if they're just asking for clarification, like that. Like I said, it's like, I don't know what it is I did that triggered you, that pissed you off, but it's like, I just don't get that, I really don't get it. And, here's the thing. Actually, I'm going to save that thought when we get back face-to-face. So let's go ahead and let's go back to face-to-face. Well, hello again. So, okay. I just wanted to say real quick before I end the video. It was really just meant to be a quick video, but, well, it's past the 15-minute mark at this point. But here's the thing, is that, you know, we all have a right to comment. We all have a right to free speech. Now, here's the thing, is that, like I said towards, you know, the more or less the early part of the video, if I was being disrespectful, if I was being crude, you know, sexist or anything like that, basically, you know, anything that is negative that would more than warrant a comment removal and or ban from the channel, you know, I would more than understand, you know, you being defensive and all that stuff. But for the sake of me asking for clarification, I mean, I really don't think that was necessary. I really don't think that was needed. But I will say this, you know, if I caught you on a bad day and, you know, you misunderstood what I was saying, you know, I'm sorry if that happened. You know, like I said, I didn't mean any harm. I didn't mean any drama or hostility. Like I said, I more or less just want a clarification, and that's it. You know, that's what it was all about. It was just clarification. And that's, like I said, that's just it. That's it, you know? You know, me being, you know, someone that was a viewer of your content, you know, really appreciated the spirit that, you know, you have in your videos. But see, here's the thing, is that, you know, when you showcase such kindness on camera and, you know, happy-go-lucky kind of attitudes and all that stuff, but then you end up saying this sort of thing behind the scenes, you know, when you're off camera, you know, I kind of just wanted to point this out real quick. And again, you know, I'm not making any false accusations, but it could come off as fake. Like, if, you know, people were to see that this is what you're like behind the scenes, but you end up playing a nice girl persona on camera, you know, that could be determined as being fake. But like I said, not trying to say that, but, you know, I'm just kind of wanting to point out what some people might end up thinking that this would be the case, right? It would be construed that way. So with that being said, you know, I didn't mean any harm with, you know, with the interaction, and I want you guys to be honest. Those of you guys watching here and now, you know, whether you guys think I was out of line or not, you know, if I was, I will gladly swallow my pride and own up like a man. But if I wasn't out of line, well, you know, I'm going to say sorry anyways, because here's the thing, is that the last thing I want is for there to be any drama, any beef. And, you know, that's just it. You know, I'm on YouTube because I love being here. I love this, you know. I love entertaining. I love inspiring people. But the thing is something that I don't love at all, and these are the kind of videos I hate making, is anything that addresses drama. But there does come a time in life, every now and then, where if you're backed up against the wall, you have to speak up. You have to say, you know, your side of things, and you have to just, you know, just say it to the world, you know, just say what's going on, really, you know, say your side of things and leave it at that. Leave out the attacks, leave out the insults, and, you know, just be professional, be pro kind of thing, right? So with that said, guys, really, really sorry that I, you know, more or less kind of wasted your time and wasted my time by making a video like this when I really could have been making other content. But don't worry, when I say that I have more content in plan for you guys, let's just say that you guys are going to enjoy this, because what I have for you guys in store, well, actually, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to leave you guys up to your imagination, and you guys will just have to stay tuned to see what the next video is going to be. But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. I'm not going to ask you to like the video, because it's one of those videos that I'm not necessarily proud of making, but it's a video that had to be done, you know, more or less to kind of cover my ass and to kind of give my side of the story, just in case if this was to get blown out of proportion. And I also reiterate this disclaimer, as I said at the very beginning of the video: do not go over to this individual and send this individual hate. Do not harass them. Do not mass spam, dislike, unsub if you're sub to this individual, or, you know, leave hate comments, because like I said, that's not what we're about, number one. And number two, it doesn't make the situation any better. In fact, it would make it much, much worse if that was the case. And frankly, no one deserves to have that kind of harassment. So the thing is, you know, let's be, you know, better people about it, and let's just leave it at that. With that being said, you know, that's going to complete this video, and that's going to, that's it. So I want to say, have yourself a good night. And once again, I'm sorry that you guys had to view a video like this. And I want to say I love each and every single one of you guys that are viewing and supporting me. I seriously, like, I can't say this enough. I love you guys. I appreciate the mad dog shit out of you. I know that wasn't very professional of me to say, and I kind of did curse a couple of times here in this video. It's a bad habit of mine, you know? It's a habit that I'm slowly but surely trying to work on and all that stuff. But when you're playing MegaCrasher, you know, when you're playing a character that swears an awful lot sometimes, it's kind of hard to kind of get out of playing character fully. But just kind of wanted to reiterate, you know, in case you guys haven't already realized, I am out of character in this video. Not MegaCrasher. I mean, hell, like, I have my sleeves put back down because in my last video where I had the sleeves rolled up, you know, I called this the MegaCrasher shirt, but that's only when the sleeves are rolled up. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and have yourself a good night. Like I said, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the I can't even talk, I'm sorry, in the next video. So with that being said, stay positive and keep it 100.